great right now, okay? And this is where you want to be positioning yourself, because you don't want to be buying after the pumps, right? You want to be positioning yourself now before the market pumps, so that you can actually gain from the pumps, right? If you're just sidelined now and then you buy after the pumps, then you're just going to get dumped on. So this is the time to buy. In my opinion, you want to be buying during the fear, unless you're looking for short-term trades. In that case, then you can hop in during the hype, right? If you're just looking for a quick like day trade sort of thing, then you can hop in during the hype. But if you want to buy and hold, then the time to buy is during the fear, right? So I noticed a few AI coins have been pumping. So Virtual Protocol has been pumping a bit, and Tau has been pumping a bit as well. So this shows that. So this tells me that obviously there's still interest in AI, which makes a lot of sense, because AI is obviously the big thing these days and it's only getting bigger. So I believe there will be another big AI boom. So it's definitely worth looking for some low cap AI new tokens, like when they're back here, okay? And get a big run up like this, right? Because this big 100x run up for virtuals, you know, obviously we can see that for some other new AI tokens at some point in the future. I'm sure that's going to happen. So definitely worth looking out for those. I mean, a big token like virtuals and Tau are nice safe bets as well. They could maybe do a 10x, but the market would have to take off quite a bit in order for them to do that, right? Because in the current market conditions, what usually happens is you get a big run up, a big hype wave at the beginning, and then obviously people take profits, and then the next wave up is lower than the previous wave, right? Because people are front running each other, everybody's front running each other, and this is pretty much how it is in the market these days, because there's so many coins and everybody's smarter than they were back in 2021, for example, when everybody would just FOMO into the same 10 different coins, because there wasn't as many coins back then, and they would go to like 100 billion market cap. It's a bit different now. They don't pump quite as high, at least not at the current time. Maybe we do see something like that in the near future, I don't know, but at least currently, you know, you get a big pump at the start, people sell, and then the next pump is smaller, and the next pump is smaller, and this is for the grand majority of tokens, right? There's only the select few that pump to very high market caps, right? The ones that actually do that are far and few between, right? So really, you want to be looking for low caps before they even become mainstream. This is how the big gains are made. At least this is what I'm mainly interested in. Although sometimes I'll buy some of the larger caps too, but my main focus is finding these low caps before they have a massive 100x pump. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth keeping your eyes peeled for low cap AI tokens. I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for those. This coin, Fart Coin, came down to my buy zone that I drew on here a while back. So this could potentially be a good buy right now. And if I was to buy here, I might buy a little bit of this here, because I think this can definitely have a pump back up to the highs, or maybe beyond. But you know, I'll probably be trading the range, because now this is down to the bottom of this range here. Okay, and like I say, I don't think that many tokens are going to pump to mega high market caps based on the current market conditions and the way people behave these days. So I might buy a little bit here and then sell at the top of the range, which would be like a 5x, which is okay, right? And then I could use that 5x, and then I could spread 5 different bets into small low cap tokens that could do 100x, right? So I make a 5x here, and then I can do 5 bets of low cap tokens that could do 100x. So that's kind of the strategy I'm kind of implementing right now. But this one could go past the highs though. It could make new highs, especially if the market pumps up quite a lot, obviously, because it is Fart Coin, and that's just obviously a really good narrative. Fart Coin makes a lot of sense, right? That's probably the most obvious, humorous meme coin name that you could think of. That's probably the first thing that comes to everybody's mind if they just think of a funny name for a coin. Fart Coin, that's probably like the first thing that comes to everybody's mind. So yeah, this one could take over. I don't see why not. But again, if I buy this one, I'm probably going to be selling at the highs and flipping it into some low cap coins, because this one's obviously 300 million, which is quite high. I think this is a good coin to hold, Kita, and this has come back down to pretty low prices right now. So all the way back down to this line. What's that market cap? 165 million market cap, and that's fairly low considering what this coin is. So this is a layer 1 coin, and I'll show you the website real quick. So this is what it does: move assets across networks, trade real world assets. It meets regulations and stuff for traditional finance, so it's connecting traditional finance to decentralized finance and that kind of thing, right? And it's a layer 1. It's really fast, sub-second transaction finality, 10 million plus transactions per second, and all that good stuff, right? If you come over onto the website, they've got this video right here on the website on the front page, so you can come and watch that video if you want. And if you want, you can read the white paper. I'm not going to read the white paper to you right here because obviously you're going to fall asleep if I do that, right? So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this one's pretty good. Layer 1, 165 million market cap. Just got listed on Coinbase a week ago or something like that. It also got listed on Uphold. So maybe Binance is next, maybe Crypto.com is next. So it's getting all these top exchanges, okay? And it seems like a pretty good investment. So this is probably a good long-term hold in my opinion. Looks pretty solid to me. I definitely think this one could run into the billions. So from 165 million here, you know, I think this could do a 10x plus. There's definitely potential there for that to happen. This one, Avantis, I think is still good. I still think it can have a rally up into this green box, which would be like a 7 or an 8x or something like that. Price is down quite a lot right now. 174 million market cap. It's already on Binance, it's already on Coinbase, which is good because that means that people can access this. If retail is going to flood into the market, then people can access this easily. And this is basically a leverage exchange, and it allows you to trade commodities and metals and oil and forex as well. So this is bringing people that trade other markets into crypto, right? This is pretty interesting, right? You can trade with like 500x or 1000x leverage on forex, for example. So forex traders can come and use crypto if they want, or you know, it's pretty cool. You can trade forex, or you can trade oil, you can trade metals, or you can trade stocks as well, and you can trade it in crypto with this Avantis, right? So I think that's pretty cool. I'd definitely give this a go. And yeah, 174 million market cap, so I think this one has a 10x potential, maybe more. By the way, if you've reached a point in your crypto journey where you want to truly understand the markets instead of just blindly following others online, then I highly recommend checking out my course. This course is an investment in yourself. It's designed to help you avoid costly mistakes, save countless hours of research, and to increase your odds of success in these markets. I've created this course with my past self in mind. This is exactly what I wish I had when I was learning. I would have figured everything out and got to the stage where I'm at now way sooner if I had access to this course right here. I'm starting it off at only $299.99, which is very undervalued compared to what you could gain out of this course if you apply yourself. And so it won't be this price forever. This is the starting price, but this price will be going up sooner or later. The link for this is down in the description. Okay, next up, Kokoro. I'm still holding Kokoro. I'm still DCAing into Kokoro. I still think this has 100x, 200x, 1000x potential, maybe. 100x from here would obviously only be 160 million market cap, so 100x is entirely possible, right? And even 1000x up to 1.6 billion is possible based on the narrative. Obviously, this is the sister dog to Doge and Nero, so the narrative is A+++. There is probably no better narrative than this, to be honest. Everybody knows what Dogecoin is, and this is Dogecoin's sister, right? So the narrative is great, and the core community of this is good as well. Like, you know, it has some loyal people in there. So this is pretty rare in a lot of meme coins where you don't really get that many loyal people, but in this coin there is a core loyal group of people, so that's good. Obviously it's down a lot right now because of the IP issue, right? Like I spoke about in my previous video. If you go back and watch one of my previous Kokoro videos that I named When Pump for Kokoro, that's what the video is called. If you watch that, then you'll understand what happened exactly. But yeah, this is down due to a war against the other Kokoro. Basically, the other Kokoro on base chain is having a war against them. So basically, the other Kokoro has caused legal issues for this Kokoro, and now this Kokoro is getting lawyers and stuff like that, and they're having like they're having to go through legal shit to sort this out, right? So yeah, the core Kokoro team is hiring lawyers to sort out this issue, and once it's sorted, which I believe it will get sorted, then obviously this is going to start picking up some momentum again in my belief. And yeah, I think once this starts picking up momentum again and the meme coin season comes back, then, you know, we can definitely get some serious FOMO into this, especially if everything happens at the right time, which is kind of a little bit of luck involved there too. But if everything happens at the right time and the market's going crazy when everything happens, then this could absolutely send super hard. So yeah, this is like my $1 million bet. And it's just a patience game with this one right now, right? This is why I'm focusing on some other plays as well, because I'm just holding this and DCAing and just waiting for the legal stuff to be resolved. So yeah, this is just a hodl and DCA situation, really. But one thing I like to compare charts like this to is this chart, Aura. I like to compare charts like this to this because, you know, this had a launch up, this had a run up at the beginning to about 70 mil or so, and then it kind of lost momentum, right? And it came all the way down to about 1 million market cap, or even below 1 million market cap, I think. And then suddenly out of nowhere, this just pumped straight to over 200 million market cap, right? So you can definitely see that with the low cap meme coins, you can see this, right? Because when the market cap is so low and the liquidity is so low, the momentum could build so fast, right? Because it only takes a few big buys to send the price up to about here or so, and then everybody just starts FOMOing it and it just starts pumping higher and higher and higher. So that's what happens with these low caps. That's why I like these low caps, because the big caps, this sort of FOMO effect doesn't really happen as much. But in low caps, you know, it only takes one decent catalyst for the chart to absolutely send, right? Yeah, I definitely think this is in the cards for Kokoro once the legal issue is dealt with and we start seeing some momentum again. We can see something like this. We can see a pump straight past all-time highs and way higher. It could definitely happen. So this is another coin with 100x potential right here. Is Ape coin. Only 100k market cap right now. I did speak about Ape coin in my previous video, and that one turned out to be a rug, which happens in these coins, these low market cap coins, these super low market cap coins. Rugs are all over the place, right? Meme coins. This space is absolutely littered with scammers, right? But turns out there's actually an influencer guy with quite a lot of followers. So this guy here, Fixer. So he was quite heavily into this one, right? Into the previous Ape coin that turned out to be a rug pull by the dev. The dev rugged it. So now this guy Fixer here, he has now launched his own coin, Ape. So he's taken it over and he's launched his own one. So now that this guy is running it, we know that this is obviously not a rug. That doesn't mean it can't go down, right? It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to succeed. But we know it's not a rug, because why is this guy going to rug it? He's got like 33k, 1,000 followers. So he's probably not going to rug pull his own coin. It's not going to do his reputation very good, is it? So yeah, only 100k market cap. Like I spoke about in my last video, Ape is a pretty good narrative, because Ape is a very common term in the degen space. You know, you got Ape into this coin, Ape into that coin. Everybody throws that term around. So yeah, I think this has potential to do well. Obviously this guy isn't a meme coin dev, but he does have a pretty big following on X. So he's probably got people in his following that can help him build this coin, right? So yeah, I'll take a punt at this one. 100k market cap. To do 100x, it needs to go to 10 million. That's all it has to do. 10 million, that's 100x. So worth a little punt. And this coin, fuck 9 to 5. I've DCA'd a little bit into this again. I think this one's good. It could have a comeback. I just resonate with this one. Fuck 9 to 5. That's why a lot of people are in crypto. A lot of people join crypto, right? Because they want to make a bunch of money and they want to say fuck the 9 to 5, right? That's the whole point. A lot of people get into crypto. So I resonate with this, and I'm sure 99% of people in crypto do resonate with this, right? So I think this is a really good narrative. It's down right now. There's no volume, but I definitely think this could have a comeback when the market gets crazy, and if retail comes back into the space. You know, we get a big meme coin frenzy where retail's just piling in. I definitely think this one can have a big run, just because so many people are going to resonate with it. So yeah, I like this one. It's currently under 500k market cap, so there's a lot of potential for this one. Definitely has potential to do 100x to 50 million. And here's another new one that looks pretty good. It's SafeMoon. This one's good because all of the OGs in the crypto space are going to know what this is. If you're newer in crypto, or you're not really massively into crypto, then you won't know what this is. But all the people that are in crypto in 2021, or people that just are into crypto, are going to know what this is, right? So a lot of people are going to buy this just for the nostalgia, because this SafeMoon, not this particular coin, but there was another coin called SafeMoon in 2021 that went on a massive run, okay, and it turned out to be a scam. Like, the guy that was running it just basically stole everybody's funds, right? But yeah, this can serve as like sort of like a nostalgia for people that can remember this or were in this coin. And so yeah, a lot of people could ape into this based on that, because they can remember it, and then they're all like, you know, they want to bring the old vibes back or whatever. So this definitely has potential because of that. It's a pretty good narrative. It's not as good of a narrative as Kokoro, for example, because that's directly correlated to Dogecoin, and everybody knows what Dogecoin is. But this is still a good narrative. I definitely think it could have I definitely think this could run to like maybe up to 100 million or something, maybe, if the market's good, which is still 100x plus. I'm probably going to buy a little bit of this one. I didn't actually buy a little bit of this one yet, but I'm probably going to buy a little bit of it. It's holding up pretty well as well. As you can see, obviously the CTO happened here. Obviously the coin was down, and then the CTO team got in here. That's why it kind of went up a little bit. And then they obviously announced it, and then it went up more, right? And ever since they've announced the CTO, it's been kind of holding up above this line here, okay? So it's pretty steady. It's not really that very volatile, really. It's kind of just going sideways. It's not really. Most coins go up and down way more than this. This is kind of going flat sideways. And yeah, again, I think this has 100x potential. So this is another one that I think is worth just holding until the meme coin season kicks off, right? Until the meme coin season kicks off again. Just buy this, hold it, and then we could see a nice influx of retail come into this so that we can dump on them. It's pretty fucked up how it works, really. We're all just here loading up on these coins. We're just waiting for retail to ape in, and then we're just going to dump our bags straight on them. It's pretty fucked up, but hey, this is the game. That's the game. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up there. Drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.